2021 has proved to be one of the best years as films return to their natural home on the big screen. Long-awaited new movies were finally released into the world, and audiences got to experience the thrill of cinema together again. There was something for everyone, a stack of banging blockbusters, sprawling sci-fi epics, all singing, all dancing musicals, intimate character dramas, and pulse-pounding thrillers. This year, the cinema proved to be more alive than ever before as we got to see some most incredible films. Welcome to BingeTv. Here are the top 10 best movies of 2021. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see more entertaining content. Let's jump straight into the video. 10th place, Barb and Star go to visit Del Mar. Barb and Star, two middle-aged best friends, leave their hometown of Soft Rock, Nebraska for the first time to go on vacation to Vista Del Mar, Florida. The two pals make up a story about a woman named Trish who transforms into a water ghost. When they arrive, they locate lodging at the opulent Vista Del Mar Hotel and decide to experience a variety of adventures, including an inflatable banana inner tube ride. Sharon Fisherman, an eccentric villain, is conspiring against the residents of Vista Del Mar. Sharon grew up there, and her thin white skin and sun sensitivity made her an outcast and a target of bullying. She intends to release lethal mosquitoes that will kill everyone. 9th place, Identifying Features. Magdalena's son tries to find work in the United States and then goes missing on the way to America. His bag is found in a shallow grave. Magdalena tells Miguel that from behind he looks like her son. They walk through Mexico's wilderness. The film uses one shattered family's ordeal to offer a harrowing look at the immigrant experience. The film received a 98% rating from Rotten Tomatoes, and Metacritic scored the film 85, which makes it one of the best films of the year. 8th place, West Side Story. The Jets, a gang of white youngsters, battle the Puerto Rican Sharks for control of San Juan Hill on Manhattan's West Side in 1957. Officer Krupke and Lieutenant Schrank break up a brief scuffle, telling the gangs that the conflict is meaningless because the neighborhood will be bulldozed to make room for Lincoln Center. The gangs are too proud to care, so Jet leader Riff suggests a fight between them. He seeks assistance from his friend Tony, who is on parole. Maria, Shark leader Bernardo's sister, is engaged to his friend Chino, but longs for freedom. Tony and Maria meet and fall in love during a local dance. This enrages Bernardo, who agrees to Riff's requirements for a brawl if Tony agrees. 7th place, Annette. Following a brief courtship, a stand-up comedian, Henry McHenry, announces his engagement to world-renowned singer Anne Defrenu, and gives birth to their daughter Annette, who is portrayed by a wooden marionette puppet. When Henry begins to take care of Annette, her profession flourishes and takes her on an international tour. The marriage becomes strained. Anne has nightmares about Henry almost killing her and dreams about 6 women coming forward with charges of past abuse at the hands of Henry. Henry's career takes a turn for the worse, compounded by an onstage meltdown, and he begins to resent Anne's continuous success. The two plan a private trip to restore their romance. However, the cruise ends in disaster when Anne falls overboard during a stormy night. 6th place, Red Rocket. Mikey Saber returns to his Gulf Coast hometown of Texas City after a 17-year absence. He arrives at the small home occupied by Lexi, his estranged wife, and her mother Lil, wounded and nearly broken. Mikey begs Lexi and Lil to let him stay at their house, but they insist on him getting a job and doing housework. Mikey seeks to get work at a local diner and a Dollar General shop, but his resume is hampered by a nearly 20-year gap. Potential companies refuse to hire him. Desperate, Mikey convinces Leondria, a marijuana dealer, to loan him marijuana to sell. The dealer and her daughter June suspect Mikey will smoke the weed himself, but when he returns with his earnings, their business arrangement continues. 5th place, Licorice Pizza. Gary Valentine, 15, prepares for his high school picture day in the San Fernando Valley in 1973. Alana Kane, a 25-year-old photographer's assistant, is the woman he asks out. She later goes out on dinner with him. She takes him to New York, where he auditions and performs in a variety show with Lucy Doolittle. Kane begins dating Lance, a co-star in a Doolittle film with Valentine, but the two part ways after an awkward meal with Kane's family. Valentine and Kane become buddies. Valentine establishes a waterbed company and hires Kane as an employee. He gets arrested on suspicion of murder while selling mattresses at an expo, but he is quickly released. 4th place. Beginning. Yana is the wife of a Jehovah's Witness religious leader, David, who is disillusioned with her existence within a patriarchal religious group after its kingdom hall is firebombed by violent fanatics. The film focuses on Yana's life and emotional degeneration as David appears to not comprehend what she is trying to express and continually says that something is wrong with her. David reports the firebombing to the police, who force him to remove the security tape. David chooses to see the church elders and request funds for the construction of a new Kingdom Hall, leaving Yana alone with their son, Georgie. 3rd place. The worst person in the world. Julie is a medical student in Oslo who decides to study psychology after having an epiphany. Later, she decides to become a photographer after going through her phone's camera roll. She meets Axel Willman, a graphic writer 15 years her senior, and despite their age difference, the two start dating. Axel and Julie, who are now attempting to write, spend a weekend together at Axel's parents' house. Axel suggests starting a family with Julie, but Julie says she isn't ready. 2nd place. Dune. Duke Leto of House Atreides, ruler of the ocean planet Caladan in the far future, is appointed by Padishah Emperor Shaddam Corrino IV to replace House Harkonnen as fief rulers of Arrakis. Arrakis is a harsh desert planet that is the sole source of spice, a precious drug that grants its users increased vigor and expanded consciousness. It is crucial for interplanetary travel since it permits Spacing Guild navigators to safely navigate interstellar space using a restricted kind of prescience. In actuality, Shaddam plans to conduct a coup to regain the planet with the help of the Emperor's Sardaukar warriors, destroying House Atreides, whose influence threatens Shaddam's power. Leto is concerned, but he sees the political benefits of gaining control of the Spice Planet and creating an alliance with its native inhabitants, adept fighters known as the Freemen. Before we get to the top spot on our list, here's a look at some honorable mentions.
妻です。僕たちは確かに音を失うことだった。
Please close the door behind you. Is the distance from the screen okay for you?
25 years since our first run together. 1900 and nothing.
1st place. Spiderman: No Way Home. Doctor Strange conjures the multiverse spell in a new Spider-Man: No Way Home. Peter's identity is revealed to the world after he defeats Mysterio and begins a relationship with MJ. Doctor Strange dabbles with dangerous magic and casts a spell that goes awry, unleashing a multiverse on Peter's planet. Peter subsequently has to deal not just with his disagreements with Doctor Strange, but also with a slew of enemies from Spider history. Spider-Man has established himself as quite a powerful and serious Avenger. Doctor Strange sees that in him and treats him like an equal. Their relationship breaks down. They're not enemies, but they're definitely not friends. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, the Lizard, Green Goblin, Sandman, Doc Ock, Electro, and many other amazing characters will appear in the same film. So what are your thoughts on these films? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, make sure to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time for more.